All right. Hello, hello. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. It is 2:19 here in Ghana, Tamale. And I assume it's 7 p.m. or 7:20 or in Nepal, sort of. It's early evening in Nepal.
8 p.m.
8 p.m. Oh, cool. And Amir also is in US time zone, which is probably earlier than my time. So thank you so much.
9:20 in the morning. 9:20 in the morning, yeah.
Wow, almost like 12 hours apart for people in Nepal. Interesting. Yeah, thank you so much, Amir, for always being there for this kind of important meetings. And I also want to thank Vikram for putting this together. I'm so excited that we'll be able to, support the community in any way we can to make sure the language is visible and integrated on the Wikimedia project. So I'll just introduce myself, and then we'll all take a round of introduction. Then we can continue for the next. We don't have like a real agenda, but this is just a formal way to introduce you to the Wikimedia Language Diversity, and also our Amir, who is going to be supporting us for translation on the Translate Wiki project, and then how we can collectively work together to ensure that the language is supported on Wikipedia and Wikimedia projects in general. So my name is Sadek Shahadu. I currently serve on the advisory board for the Wikimedia Language Diversity Hub, and also the co-founder and executive director for the Wikimedia Language Community, the Ghana Wikimedians User Group. The Ghana Wikimedians User Group is a language affiliate of the Wikimedia Foundation that works to support 16 mutually intelligible languages spoken in Ghana, Benin, and Burkina Faso. And I will hand over to Bikram for introduction. So if you introduce yourself, you can pass it on, mention someone, and then just pass it on to the person. Bikram.
Okay. First of all, let me thank Amir and Sadiq for supporting all the initiatives that we are initiating for the Rana Tharu language. Amir, thank you very much for bringing in the Rana Tharu language in the Wikimedia. Now I can see that we can translate. And now coming to the introduction. So this is Bikram. So basically, I am not from the journalist background, but then I am from the engineering and water management background. So I am working as a program manager for another global climate resilience program. But then for the Rana Tharu language, I have been writing on the culture and then the language, and I see that language is very important for us to document in the digital media, and Wikimedia will be a very nice platform for us so that our future generations can learn from this project. I pass to Dharam Rana.
Thank you. This is Dharmaraj Rana. I work as a development worker in different organizations. Previously, I have worked in multilingual, especially in Rana Tharu language book. We have developed some books in Rana Tharu, and I have supported them. And now I'm free nowadays. Thank you.
Thank you. Please feel free to nominate someone else.
Okay, maybe I can pass. I think he's gone. Anil.
Me? Can you still hear me?
Hello, everyone. Good evening. This is
Anil,
Rana. I'm a student of political science. and I'm social worker. Recently, I live in Kathmandu. That's it.
You
Pass
can
to
pass
another
it.
one. Yeah. Bibisha.
Hello everyone, my name is Vidisha Rana. I'm working as a structural engineer in Nepal, and also as I'm working as a land developer, working based on the US. So basically this is my first time joining, just trying to learn something new. So I hope I can get some more information about even our language too. So I'm just interested about my language more, so I'm here to join. Thank you.
Thank you, Bibisha. Maybe I can go to Umesh.
Hello, are you guys listening me? Uh, hello, hello. Do you guys hearing me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So good evening. My name is Umesh Rana, and currently I have been working as a sub coordinator at Gorkhapatra uh, in the Rana Tharu page, and I live in Kirtipur. So that's it. That's it for now. Thank you.
Jennifer.
Hello, my name is Jennifer Rana. I'm the student of bachelor. Now I live in Kathmandu. Thank you. That's
Basically, Jennifer is how you call it. Last time we discussed, she produces lots of how you call it. के रे हाम्रो के भन्छ त्यसलाई TikTok.
oh yeah. I mean
Okay,
TikTok.
I can pass to Ramkishan. Ramkishan ji. I think he's there, but then maybe I can pass to Shivaram. Shivaram ji. If not, then Vishaka.
Hello everyone, my name is Visakha Rana and I just completed my bachelor's in civil engineering, and here I am to utilize my time during my free time and to promote our culture as well. That's it.
So I come to Amir.
Hello. So my name is Amir Aharoni. I work for the Wikimedia Foundation, and I support various languages and help in various people around the world add support for their language in the world of Wikimedia. Wikimedia is a large movement, but the most important and famous thing that comes out of the Wikimedia movement is the Wikipedia website. And we are trying to make it possible to have Wikipedia in as many languages as possible. Because we recognize that most people don't know English, and most people have their own story to tell in their own language. So we're trying to make it possible in every language in the world. And I'm currently I'm calling from Providence, Rhode Island, in the United States. In the past, I lived in Russia and in Israel. Currently, I'm based in the United States. Is there anybody else who hasn't spoken yet?
Thank you, Amir. Yes, there are two colleagues. So Shivaram and Ramkishan. So Shivaram ji. बोल लो. Yes, she's there. तुम्हारा आवाज ना आ रही है. आवाज ना आ रही है, एकदम देख लिए। और ना तो रामकिशन सर, anyway, I think we can start. So
Hello.
whenever they,
Hello.
हाँ रामकिशन सर, मस्का
Hello.
हाँ मस्का परिचय दो अपना। रामकिशन सर परिचय दो।
हेलो हेलो, आवाज जाता है सर?
हाँ सुन रहे हैं, परिचय दो।
आवाज जाता है? हेलो,
हाँ,
good evening everybody. Good evening everybody. My name is Ram Kishan Rana. I am from Kanchanpur, Nepal, and now I am my profession is Sri School. I worked as a writer of class 2 Rana language, and this is my identity. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, just to let the group people know that Ramkishan and Shivaram, they are the teachers. So as Dharam mentioned, so we initiated this mother tongue based multilingual education. So these teachers were involved in preparing the books and the lesson plans in the Rana Tharu language, and it's good that they are here with us. Okay, over to you, Sadiq. Now you can, Sadiq and Amir, the floor is yours.
Okay, Diyaria. Thank you so much for the introduction. We are so excited to have you, and I won't talk much. I'll just go straight to the main agenda. So as Amir, you may already be aware now, we are interested in supporting the language as representatives from the Wikimedia Language Diversity Hub, and also in Amir's capacity as language team member from the Wikimedia Foundation. We want to bring you together to understand how best we can support you. So I understand that not all of us know what Wikimedia is and Wikipedia, so I'll just take this opportunity to introduce you to what Wikimedia and Wikipedia is. So Wikimedia is the foundation. Foundation is the foundation based in San Francisco that works to support Wikipedia and other sister projects. And as we continue to talk about the activities for your community, we'll be sharing more about the various individual projects that Wikimedia Foundation runs outside Wikipedia. So Wikipedia also is an online encyclopedia that is available in over 300 plus languages. And Amir is one of the people who help in recognizing different language versions of Wikipedia. So we know the English Wikipedia, of course. There are several other language versions of Wikipedia that Amir and their colleagues work to support. And I will be giving you a context of what we'll be doing as far as all the steps that needs to be taken to be able to support you more effectively. So the first thing we need to do is to create an account on Wikipedia. So creating an account, you can use the English Wikipedia or any other wiki project like Wikidata, Wikimedia Commons to create an account. You can create it on an existing language that you understand, or just basically, if you understand English, you can use the English Wikipedia to create an account. That's the first step. Even though you can edit Wikipedia without an account, but it makes you anonymous and your contribution cannot be tracked by yourself because you are using an IP, editing from IP. So we recommend that you create an account if you want to effectively contribute to Wikipedia in your language. And
Beep, 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 beep. Sorry for interruption. Can everybody please who is not speaking mute themselves?
yes, thank you, Amir. Yeah, so creating an account is a simple process. Ram Kishan Rana, can you kindly mute yourself? Thank you. All right. So to create an account, you just go to, if you are in the English Wikipedia, you can go to en.wikipedia.org and you'll be able to create an account. The process is very simple. You can attach your email address if you want to receive, for example, if you lose your password and you want to reset it, they will be able to send you the login details via your email account, but it is not a requirement. So the first step I would suggest or recommend is for us to create an account on Wikipedia. And once you create a single account, you should be able to use it to log into any sister Wikipedia projects. And for us as a new community, we'll be working mainly on the Wikipedia incubator. I'll be sharing more about that. And Amir, of course, will be taking us through what the incubator is. And the next thing we need to do, or concurrently, we are supposed to be translating important messages that Amir will guide us through. Whilst you translate, you are also required to create articles in your language incubator. These are just some of the requirements that they take into consideration when approving language versions of Wikipedia. So I'm not going to spend much of the time here. I'll hand it over to Amir to take us through their work and translate wiki and the incubator. Over to you, Amir.
Okay, hi. So hello again. Welcome, everybody. I'm really happy that you are here. And I actually want to start from giving you two examples of two other languages that went through a similar process that you are starting now. And one of those languages is Dagbani itself, the language that Sadiq speaks. It's a language spoken in Ghana. And I remember quite well that for many years, I know, starting in, I don't know, something like 2016, maybe, people who speak Dagbani were approaching me occasionally and asking me, can we have a Wikipedia in our own language? Like, what do we have to do to achieve this? And I was telling them the same thing, and it's the same thing that I'm going to tell you today. You have to do two things. To start writing articles, encyclopedic articles in your language in the incubator, and to start translating the user interface of the software that runs on the website. And it took them some time to actually start doing this. They actually started doing this very actively sometime in, I think, 2020 or 2021. So it took them a few years. Like they every few months they were asking me, and I was giving them the same answer. But then when they finally started actually doing this, after a few months, they succeeded, and they got their own Wikipedia with their own website address, domain, URL, and now it's thriving. They have many articles. They get new articles written, and so on. So that's one example. Another example, which I think is very relevant, I've just thought about this now when I saw this big, excellent group that is participating in this meeting. Another example is another language, a very, very small language. It is spoken by fewer than 20,000 people. Fewer than 20,000. That language is called Pannonian Rusin. It is spoken in the country of Serbia. It is this language is it is in the Eastern European Slavic group. It is related to languages like Russian and Polish and Ukrainian and Slovak. But it is a distinct language. And again, it is spoken by very few people, fewer than 20,000 people. However, a few of those people were very interested in having a Wikipedia in their own language. Most of them could read Wikipedia in another language. Like most of those people know the Serbian language, for example, so they could, there is a big Wikipedia in Serbian with a very large number of articles. They could read Wikipedia in Serbian, but they wanted to have an edition of Wikipedia in their own language. So they self-organized. They did those same two things, write articles, encyclopedic articles in the incubator, and translate the user interface and translate wiki. But I'm mentioning them specifically, like all the languages have to do the same two things, but I'm mentioning them specifically because they did it recently. And I really liked a particular thing that they did that not everybody does. Not all the languages do this, and they did this, and that's very good that they did this, and I think that you can do the same thing when I see this group right here. In the first people who wrote the articles, it was a very good group. And the reason it was a very good group is that it was a diverse group of people from various professions. So like you mentioned your professions. So some of you are teachers and some of you are engineers and so on. And they also, like, they had somebody who is a music teacher and in a music school, and she wrote articles about music scales and about musical instruments and about musical styles and so on. And they had somebody else who is a student of physics and mathematics. And she wrote articles about physics and mathematics with, formulas and charts and things like that. And there was somebody else who was a linguist, and he wrote articles about linguistics and language rules and spelling and literature and things like that. So having this diverse group of several people who know different things and who are able to write encyclopedic articles about different subjects, because that's what an encyclopedia is. An encyclopedia is supposed to cover various areas of knowledge: mathematics, linguistics, history, physics, music, and so on. So I see that this group that is listening right now on this Zoom call, it is a similar group. So this probably means that if you do the same things that that group did, you can have the same kind of success. So I'm seeing the beginning of something good here. That's what I want to say. Now, I mentioned a couple of times that you have to do, to get your own Wikipedia, you have to do two things. Now I'm going to speak in some detail about those two things. Wikipedia is basically a website, just like any other website. So, like most other websites, Wikipedia has two parts, and both of those things are supposed to be in your language. So, a Wikipedia in Rana Tharu is supposed to have two things, and those two things have to be in Rana Tharu. The user interface. So, the user interface are things like all kinds of buttons and menus and links that appear around the website. Things like log in, log out, create account, upload picture, things like that. There are many of those things. There's a long list. That list appears on the website called translatewiki.net. Bikram Rana already started doing some things there, which is very good. If more people join in and start doing this, it will be even better. There is a list of about 500 most important first things that you have to translate. So that's a requirement. You have to translate those 500 plus most important things. After that, you should continue doing this. But like the first list of the most important ones, that's a requirement. And I will speak about, like, if we have time, I will speak about these things in some more details. But these are things. So you have like Bikram Rana already started translating, like it has names of like months and days of week. So this is simple, like, January, February, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. These are simple. After that, it starts getting a bit more complicated, like upload a file, edit preferences, create account. And some of these things are a bit difficult. Some of these things start being a bit technical. And some of the languages with which we have to deal now are languages in which there are very few websites, or maybe no websites at all, like no apps at all. Maybe this is going to be, I don't know. Are there any other websites?
Like Umesh, they run this ranatharu.com. We have these news channels, and then there is this B Plus Media. We have 2, 3, and then there are, how you call it, people uploading in the YouTube language, the music, dance. So it's there, but we just need to organize them how to bring it to the point.
Exactly. So I guess that this is going to be maybe not the first, but one of the first websites in this language. So this is a bit of a challenge for you. This means that maybe you will have to create new technical terms like file and template and some other things, edit the page and so on. So please, this shouldn't be a blocker for you. If there is any kind of difficulty with translating any difficult technical terms, please ask me, and I will be happy to help to explain what this means. And in this group, you have language teachers, which is very good. Language teachers are the best people who can help with finding a good translation of a technical terms like file, download, category, like all kinds of technical or scientific words that will be necessary in this process. But if you have language teachers, it should be easier for you. Discuss this. Like I have some pages that you can read. I will send you those links. I already sent this to Bikram. I can, and Bikram can share this with the rest of the group. They explain how to do the translations. We have a little dictionary, a little glossary of the most important technical terms that you need to understand. So if you have more questions after that, I will happily explain everything, like all the difficult words, what they mean, and you can just translate them and go on. And so please just ask me for as much support as you want. We can have more meetings like this later. So this is about translating the user interface. Now, about creating encyclopedic articles. Encyclopedic articles, this is not like dictionary articles. You can also have a dictionary. We also have something called Wiktionary or Wikidata, like 2 places where you can add translations of like translations and definitions of words, like in a dictionary. But if we talk about Wikipedia, so like if you want to have something like a dictionary, we can discuss it separately. That's also possible. But if we're talking about Wikipedia, then in Wikipedia you have articles about things, about like people, about events, about places, countries, about scientific things, and so on. So you need to start writing those articles. Now, a very common question that arises when people start writing encyclopedic articles is, what should we write about? And this is up to you. You can take a look at the Wikipedia in other languages that you know, English, Nepali, Hindi, or whatever other language. There is a Wikipedia in Newari. There is a Wikipedia in Chinese, of course, and in many other languages. Like any languages that you know, you can try reading Wikipedia in those languages. Try to understand what kind of articles they write about, and just try to think what kind of articles would be useful for people who speak Rana Tharu. Maybe those will be articles about the country of Nepal, or about the region in Nepal and the region in India where this language is spoken, about the cities and villages in these places, about famous people from those places. Maybe it will be interesting for people who speak Rana Tharu to read about other countries, about India, about China, about Russia, about Germany, about United States or Japan, or whatever other place that you think will be interesting for people who read in this language. Maybe it will be about music. Maybe it will be about stories. Like, are there any like famous stories or legends or songs that are famous among the people who speak Rana Tharu? You can write about these things, and so on. So this is up to you. We have some lists of suggestions of things to write about. We have, for example, like a list of like the thousand articles that Wikipedia in all languages should have. I can send you this list. You can use that list. You don't have to. If you think that this list is useful for you, then by all means you can use this list, but you don't have to. So if you still need more suggestions, I can give it to you, but I recommend that you just offline, like after this meeting, just have a discussion, or maybe even right now, have a discussion among yourselves, and just think, like, what do you want to write about? It can be something about something related to your expertise in
Visakha, you can do.
Oh, Sadiq is back. Sadiq is back.
Okay, Sadiq is back. Okay.
Okay. Sadiq is back and recording is back. Okay, good. So some of you, maybe even all of you, should try editing Wikipedia in other languages in which you can write. In English or in Nepali or in Hindi. This will help you get some practice about how the technical process of editing Wikipedia works. Please note that Wikipedia in those big languages like English and Hindi and Nepali, all of them have existed for many years. So they, like, on one hand, they say it is an encyclopedia that anyone can edit. But in practice, anyone can edit it technically, but just make sure that you follow the rules. They have certain rules about editing. If somebody tells you that you did something incorrectly, just patiently listen to them and try to follow those rules. But I do recommend trying some editing in other languages. Probably, like, most likely the languages in which you would be able to write are English and Nepali and maybe Newari and maybe Hindi. So one of the strong requirements in big languages, especially in English, is that for everything that you write, you have to provide a reliable source. Now, it's generally a good idea. In the English Wikipedia, it is very strongly enforced. Like, if you write something without providing a source, it is quite likely that it will be deleted. Among yourselves, when you write in your own language, it's a good idea to provide sources for what you write because it contributes to reliability. You don't have to enforce it, at least in the beginning, maybe later. But in the beginning, you should probably, like, trust each other and just let people write what they know. If you can provide sources, it's good. If not, in the early stages, it's not a big deal. But just be aware of the fact that if you're trying to write in the other big languages, especially in English, you may have to provide sources. What else? Sorry about the noise. Any questions still here? I've been speaking for a long time. Does anybody have any questions still here?
We're good.
What's that? All good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Bimisha, do you want to have a question?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So I think everyone is good. Just a request, Amir and Sadiq. So to start, can you just demonstrate how these people can open their account so that they can work on the incubators and others?
Sadiq, maybe you can share your screen because whenever I try to share the screen, everything breaks.
Yeah, so let me try. I'll try to share my screen to the table. Yeah. Okay, so this is the main page of the incubator, and I've already logged in. But if you are creating your account, I've shared the link. If you create, you click on the link that I shared, it should take you to this main page without being logged in. You can now see, so this is, let me just log out from here. So this is the place to create your account. And once you create your account in the incubator, if you are having any challenge with creating an account, you just click on incubator.wikipedia.org and then WP/ your user, your Wikipedia code. I don't know if all of us already know the language code for the Wikipedia project that we are working on. So basically you click on create account and then you enter your username. Your username doesn't have to be your real name, right? It can just be XYZ, and then your password should be memorable. They say this exists already. Most people on Wikipedia uses names that don't exist, like in real life. Yeah, so it is best to be anonymous to some extent, but if you feel like using your name, that is totally okay. But I strongly
I use my real name, but
Yeah.
like you're free to use whatever you want.
Yeah, you can
There
use.
there
I
are
also-
certain rules actually. To be honest, like I don't even like it shouldn't be like like a name, like it shouldn't be something that can be confused for a name of an article.
Yeah,
Like you shouldn't call it Coca-Cola or Beijing or something like that. That because that can be confused for a name of an article. But other than that, it's pretty flexible.
yeah, of course. I also use my full name. And yeah, so you enter your password, confirm your password. Your email is optional, but it is advisable you use an email account that if you want to reset your password, you can easily do so. And then you click on create, you enter the captcha, enter it here, and then click create an account. Because I already have an account, this is simply the basic way to create your account. And once you create your account here, for any future Wikimedia project, you should be able to log in with that same account without any problem. So you don't need to have like multiple accounts to access Wikipedia, Wiktionary, or Wikidata that we'll be learning in future. So this is basically the easier way to create an account on your language Wikipedia. And then the next thing you also need to do is to create an account on Translate Wiki. So the Translate Wiki platform is completely different from English and the Wikipedia incubator. So the next step would be, let me also demonstrate that also how you can create your account on Translate Wiki. There are different platforms. So here you can create an account, the same process. If you can still see my screen, this is Translate Wiki, different from Wikipedia Incubator or any other Wikimedia project. So this is the platform that is hosted separately and it's open source also. So you create to create your account, you just simply click on create account. Why is it asking me?
An important comment here, a really important comment here. There's this button there, choose another language. I very strongly recommend that everybody who creates an account chooses the language. Please choose your language. Please, can you please choose Rana Tharu? Choose another language and search for Rana Tharu. Oh, we still haven't added to the search box. I will. Oh my God, it's really good that we found it. We will add it to the search box very soon. Can you? Okay, I will. This is really important. Can you delete this? Delete this whole thing, and we will add this to the search box very soon because because we only added this language a few days ago. It doesn't work with the search box yet, but it will work with the search box very soon. Can you please scroll all the way up? All the way up, and then scroll a little bit down. Just a little bit down.
Oops.
Why don't I see it here? This is not okay. Your language is supposed to be here. This is okay. This is a mistake. I will fix it. It's really good that we found this problem. It will be possible to select Rana Tharu here in just a few days. Please accept my apologies. It's because it's a very new language. But yeah, you will be able to do it. You will be able to do it soon. Okay. Until then, until it's possible to properly select your language here, yeah, you can close this language list panel. Just click outside. Just click outside of it. We'll definitely fix it. It's like I'm sorry about this. Your language will appear in this. So yeah, just click outside of it.
Okay.
Okay, so create an account. Another important recommendation. This is definitely something that you will be able to do. After you create an account, please reach out to me. Vikram has my email. Send me an email, because on Translate Wiki, to prevent spam, we have to manually approve every new account, because otherwise we get a lot of spam. So whenever you create an account, just send me an email and I will approve your account very quickly. Or maybe tell Vikram or something, because we have to do this. Otherwise, we get a lot of like spam and bots and horrible things. But that's it. Like once your account is approved, you will be able to do all the translations without limitation. Now, Sadiq, can you just log in to your usual account?
Okay.
Okay, now Sadiq, this is very good. Sadiq is using Translate Wiki in his language, in Dagbani. Unfortunately, I don't know Dagbani, and the rest of this group probably doesn't know Dagbani. So can you change your language to English, please? Yeah, so to change the user interface of the website itself, you click at this language button at the top, and you can change it to English. Later, please change it back to Dagbani for you. But for now, for the meeting, let's stay with this. Now, can you go to your user page? So everybody who has an account has a user page. So stop for a second. Everybody who has an account has a user page. The link to the user page appears at the top of the page. So you see you see it says Shahadu Sadiq. It appears at the top of the page. So whenever you log in to your account, your username will appear here at the top. By the way, I should mention, your username doesn't have to be in English. It can be in any language. You can like write it in Devanagari, in Rana Tharu if you want. You can do it. Now, click to get to your user page, click your username at the top, and then you get to your user page. What I usually do, I'm one of the administrators of Translate Wiki. What I usually do, especially like if it's like specifically with people that I know, and let's assume that I know all of you in this group. I definitely know Vikram. We exchange several emails in the last few weeks. So I usually add a list of recommended projects that should be translated to the user page, to your user page. This is the easiest and the best way to start translating. So for you, your language is just beginning the process. So the top item in this list is called most used, most important. Like it's at the top of the list and it says most important. So start here. Now, before we actually no, let's go back a minute. We will definitely speak about this in a minute, but let's go back. Can you scroll all the way down, please? At the end of this list, you see there's a little section called guides. So it has several links to guides, to explanations about how to translate. It's like instructions, it's like a manual, it's like a help page. I recommend reading this. Like, you don't have to, but I do recommend this because it will explain a lot of technical terms, a lot of the things about the process of how translation works, and so on. So if you click, for example, the top link, Basic Media Wiki Glossary, if you click it, takes a few seconds to load. Yeah, so this glossary, it's like a little dictionary. If you scroll down, you will see that it explains all kinds of technical, difficult words. Scroll a little bit further down. Yeah, so you see it explains, it's like, it goes by the alphabet, by the English alphabet. It explains words like account, administrator, anonymous, attribution, beta, block, bot, and so on. I recommend reading this at least. Again, you don't have to, but as you're going through the translation, you will encounter all kinds of difficult technical terms. So this is the first place you should look at for the explanation of those technical terms. If you tried reading this and you still don't understand something, please ask me, or maybe I don't know, ask somebody else that you know. You can definitely ask me. But this is one of the first places that you should look at. And can you go please back, Sadiq? And there are some other things you see, like general localization guidelines, localization guidelines for translating media wiki. Like the last link is a link to a blog post that I wrote a few years ago that explains how to do stuff and so on. So you don't have to read those things, but I recommend this. You will invest a few minutes and it will explain a lot of things. Now, let's go back to the top of the list. And let's go to most important. So you see that Sadiq's language is Dagbani. So you see this button at the top right. It says translate to Dagbanli. Dagbanli is the name of the Dagbani language in Dagbani. If you click here, Rana Tharu definitely should appear. Like, I'm really sure that if you click here, Rana Tharu will appear. Maybe not like this. You can delete this. If you scroll a bit down, yeah, it's there. It's definitely there. No, delete this. Delete everything. Yeah, it's the fourth item. You see message documentation, then something. No. It was right there. The fourth in the list. It's like message documentation is the first. Then yes, this one. This is Rana Tharu. Yeah, click. Yeah. So Sadiq cannot write in Rana Tharu, but just this is how it will look for you, for the people who translate into Rana Tharu. This is actually a very good example. So
just to demonstrate, can someone tell me what the sun is in Rana Tharu? By the way, I cannot type also because of the script. So,
but sun, but this is not. But you see, but here, this is a very important. This is a very important comment. This is not sun. You see, there's a comment. You should always read those comments.
We can say there is itbar.
No, but just a second. It's not the sun from which the light comes in the sky. You see there's on the right hand side. There's an explanation. Please, so you see, this doesn't mean sun, the shining star in the sky. It's a short form of Sunday. Okay, this is not. It's the word like Sunday, but shorter. So it's not sun, the sun. It's not that. It's Sunday, but shorter. So these explanations, like every one of those things that you have to translate on Translate Wiki, there's an explanation about it, a documentation that explains what this is. Because for you as translators, you have to understand the context, the meaning of what is this thing that you translate. Because without this documentation, you could think that this is the sun in the sky, from which gives us light and heat. But that's not the thing that you have to translate here. So whenever you're translating anything on Translate Wiki, always the first place where you should look is this explanation on the right-hand side. Once you read the thing in English that you have to translate, which is here it's sun, and you read this explanation on the sidebar, then you can write the translation. Now, Sadiq cannot type in Rana Tharu, but basically what you have to do is to type the translation here and then click the publish translation button. After you start typing it, it becomes no, so don't click it now because it's not the real translation. But after you translate it, click publish translation, and then it goes to the next one. Now, I have another important comment. Can you delete? No, can you go back? Can you go? Actually, no, this is good. This is good. This is good. This is good. So, MON, that's short for Monday. But Sadiq, can you go to the explanation panel? Like put it in the middle of the screen. No, make sure that it's in the middle of the screen. Yeah, and scroll a bit down. No, yep, here. And now scroll this explanation a bit down. Yeah, no, all the way down. Yes, here. So take a good look here. You see, it says in other languages. So if this thing is already translated to another language that may be useful for you, you will see it here. So it's translated. So the one at the top is Nepali, and it says I can read Devanagari bit. It says Som, right?
Yes. Som.
Yeah. I don't know the Nepali language, but I know the Devanagari alphabet. So anyway, in Nepali, so this thing is translated into Nepali as Som, and so the next one is Hindi. That's also Som, and the third one I think is, don't tell me, that's Awadhi, right?
Yes,
yeah, that's probably
right.
Yeah. So like I add when I was adding Rana Tharu to Translate Wiki, I configured these three languages under the assumption that some people who know Rana Tharu may also know Nepali and Hindi and maybe Awadhi. In the preferences, you can configure other languages if you want, but these are the three languages that are shown by default. This should help you. Like if it's difficult to understand, the English message, then you can try looking at the translations into other languages. They may help you understand it. If I don't know, like if it doesn't help you, then you can just ignore it. But this may help you understand how to translate something. Now, let's scroll much further down, because like the first two messages to translate are very short. It's just the names of months and the days of a week and so on. So let's scroll further down. Further, much further. Let's get to the longer messages, the longer, more difficult messages. Yeah, let's stop here a little. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, this is actually a good example. This one with language and languages in the middle. Can you click that? No, it's a bit. Yes, in the middle. It says plural language languages. Do you see that? Like one above? Yes, here. Click that. Yeah. So this is plural. Let's talk a little bit about plural. It's a little technicality here. So in many languages, there are differences in grammatical number. So you say, in English, for example, you say one language, but 10 languages. Okay? So this plural thing, curly brace, plural something, then $1, you will see this very frequently in a lot of things that you have to translate. You will see this a lot. So $1, $2, $3, and so on. These will be replaced with something else. It will be replaced with maybe a number, maybe a name of a person or a page or a file or something like this. So here how do you know what is $1? So you always read this on the right-hand side in this explanation, in the documentation. So you see that what is this thing? Label for language button, and then you see that arguments. $1 is number of languages. Okay, so $1, it will be a number. Maybe it will be 1, maybe it will be 0, maybe it will be 10, maybe it will be 200. So I don't know what are the plural rules in your language. Some languages have just singular and plural. Some languages have like one form for like a few things, another form for two things, another form for many things, and so on. So it's different. If you have any if you have any detailed questions about how to make it work well for your language, just ask me. But is there a difference between saying like in Rana Tharu, is there a difference between saying like one language and 10 languages?
Yes, there is difference.
Okay, like I see. Oh no, can you click? Yeah, like I see, for example, in Nepali it says for one it's bhasha, and for many languages I see it's something like it's bhasha haru. Is that how you say this?
Yes, Bhasa Haru. Yes.
Yeah. So this is in Nepali. So how will it be in Rana Tharu?
How will be? Okay, the plural of language.
Yeah.
Dharam, Dharma. आया कुछ plural तरुआ में एक भाषा तमाम भाषा. So it is
Essentially, there is no plural in one word, and Rana Tharu used taman bhasa, jadda
It's many.
bhasa. Yes, that is many languages.
Okay.
But
so
there is
okay.
no plural.
Oh, okay.
In Rana.
Okay. So if it's the same for one language and that, so the $1 will be the number itself. It will be replaced with the number itself. By the way, if you know any people who are good with computers, like programmers or teachers of computers in schools or something like this, you should have somebody like that in your group. They will be able to help you, because there are some like technical things that are like, it's not really programming, but it's a little similar to programming. So if you have somebody like this, it will be very helpful to have somebody like this in your group. If you cannot find somebody like this, you can always ask me. But I do recommend that you have like somebody like this in your group. Now, so you can see how they did this in Nepali and in Hindi. So in Nepali, they wrote like $1 bhasha, that would be for one, and $1 bhasha haru, that will be for several languages. And in Hindi, they did something similar. So it's like $1 bhasha and $1. So it's don't tell me, it's bhashaeng, something like this in Hindi.
Yes, no, exactly, Bhashaeng.
Yeah, so that's what they did in Hindi. But this is Nepali in Hindi. This is not Rana Tharu. So for Rana Tharu, do like whatever is correct for you. So write those the first one is for singular, the second one is for plural. If you need more than that, then ask me and I will fix it for you. I will make it possible to have more forms if you need it. Some languages need more than two. If you don't need it, if it's just the same, like in some languages, you don't have to, like the word itself doesn't change. Like I know that I think in Turkish, for example, it's just, or in Chinese, it's just the same word. It doesn't matter if it's 1 or 2 or 10 or 0. It's always the same word. So just write it once and that's it. Like write the plural something, but then a plural, it just stays in English as it is. But then just write $1 and the word, and that's it. And just close the curly braces and that's it. But so whatever is correct for your language, you should do here. And again, it may sound strange the first time you do this, but just try this, practice this a bit, and if you have any questions, just ask me again, and I will help you. Now let's scroll down for something else. Another important comment that I have. Just scroll a bit more, and I will show you another example of something important. Well, yeah, no, that's okay. You could just go on. bit more. A little bit more. Oh, no, stop. I found it. Go a bit up. A bit more up. A bit higher. Stop. You see this one. The one with a strong legend, strong. It's almost at the top. Yes, click this one. Yeah, click. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes you will see HTML in messages. In case you don't know what HTML is the language in which all the websites. It's like a programming language or a formatting language in which all the websites are written. Sometimes it is used in those things that you have to translate. You can always identify it by those angle brackets. It's like you see, like the word strong is written in these angle brackets. Don't translate, like if you see something like this, don't translate it, just copy it into the translation as it is. You can see that again, like in Nepali and Hindi, they have it like strong and then the translation, and then just it closes it in the end. Just copy it. Don't translate it. Sometimes people get quite often in many languages, people don't understand that it's not actually supposed to be translated. It's just it's like computer programming code. So just copy it as it is. You can even you can see that there's a gray button at the bottom of the translation that says like strong. You can just click that button and it just copies it automatically. So just make sure that you don't change anything about this. But legend, it's not like legend like a story. You can see on the right-hand side, you can see an explanation what this is. It means like an explanation of symbols and special words. It's like legend, it's used on, and engineers in the group, they should be familiar with this meaning of the word legend, because it is very often used on all kinds of charts and plots, stuff like that, maps. That's how you translate the legend here. And strong, just don't translate it at all. So these are like the basic technical comments about how Translate Wiki works. And I just recommend that you start translating. And if you get stuck with anything, just ask me. And watch the video. If you need a reminder, the video will be. I hope the video will be saved and shared. I think it can actually be a good idea to upload it to Commons, Sadiq. Yeah. Anyway, it's up to you what to do about this. But I think it can be a pretty good.
Yeah.
What's that?
It will be on Commons.
Yeah. So that's a short introduction to Translate Wiki. You will probably have more questions, and that's fine. And you can reach out to Sadiq, and you can reach out to me, and we will be happy to help you. Now, let's do one last thing before we finish. Let's speak about how to write articles in the incubator. Sadiq, can you open the incubator? So incubator is a bit weird. Again, precisely because your language is so new, you have to do all kinds of things like for the first time, and not much has been done in your language for now. It will look strange. It will look difficult. Please be patient. It will build. Like you will be building it for yourself and helping each other. It succeeded with many languages, so it can succeed with your language too. Log in. Sadiq will just log into his account.
Give me a second. Let me find my password. I just recently changed. Okay. So I found my password. Oops. Okay.
Okay, so some technical comments about the incubator. Incubator is mostly similar to how editing in the usual Wikipedia works, but because it's the incubator and it's a completely new language, there are some things that are a bit different. So, probably the biggest, most notable difference is that it's like incubator is like one site in which there are many different languages. Unlike Wikipedia, like English Wikipedia is all in English. Nepali Wikipedia is all in Nepali. But incubator has many new languages. And they are distinguished by the title of the page. So you can see that in the title of the page at the top, it says WP/THR/ and then the actual title of the page. So WP means Wikipedia. THR is the language code of Rana Tharu. Main page is supposed to be the title of the page. Now, it's written in English, but it doesn't have to be written in English. It should actually be written in Rana Tharu. Probably Sadiq created it for you, and Sadiq just didn't know how to write main page in Rana Tharu. But somebody should rename this. How to rename it? It's a separate. Actually, maybe we can rename it right now. To rename, there's the move button on the sidebar on the right hand side. No, it's not here. No, it's under tools. No, go back to the, yes, it's under tools, actions. No, scroll all the way up. It's on the right hand side. A bit down. Yes, tools, actions. You see move. Yes. So if anybody can write in the chat how to write the words main page. Is this how you write main page? Just a second. Let me try to. So that's the name of the language. That's the name of the language. That's Rana Tharu. Can you write how to write the words main page in Rana Tharu?
Basically, it's Mukhya Panna.
Okay. Can anybody write this in the chat? Umesh or anybody else? Good. So just move the page. Move page. Yeah. Now you can go back to the. Now you can go back to this. Just yeah, it says has been moved to, and then like you see the name, and just click that. WPTHR main page has been moved to WPTH. Yeah. Okay. Good. Now it's moved. This is very good. Like the WPTHR has to be written like that. WPTHR on all the pages in the incubator. But the title after the WPTHR, that has to be written in your language. So the title of the page has to be in your language. Now this is very good. When you want to create a new page, scroll a little bit down, Sadiq. So it says WPTHR. Just put the name of the page after this, like after WPTHR, and then you can click create page. Yeah. So this you cannot create this because this is the name of the main page. But basically, if you want to create a new page,
it's one like a sample. Maybe somebody types something, a new page, then we just try to create one.
You can actually, I know what we can do. I already have this. So in the chat, the thing before that, the first thing that Umesh sent, that's the name of the language, Rana Tharu. You can just paste that. Yep, create page. And now you see an empty page. And that's how everything in Wikipedia begins. Everything begins with an empty page. And you start, like every page begins from something empty. And you have to start writing something. So you can actually, like here in this big empty space, that's where you're supposed to start writing the article. It can be very short in the beginning. You can just say, Rana Tharu is a language that is spoken in Nepal and India. And then you can publish. And it will be like a very short, almost useless article. But after that, you can edit this article and improve it and add things to it and change things and so on. That's how everything in Wikipedia works. This is one of the most basic, most important things to understand. Things in Wikipedia change all the time, certainly like in big languages like English and Hindi and German and Chinese. Every page in Wikipedia, it begins from nothing, from an empty page on which you write something short, and then you add more, and then you improve, and different people can help each other and improve each other, and so on. And that's how everything in Wikipedia works. It begins from something empty, and then you add more. Okay, so that's how you create a page. Yeah, just as an example, let's just publish this. Just publish this. Yeah, publish page. Summary is you should write a summary always. A summary is just a short explanation of what did you change in the page, because when people that's one of the main ways in which Wikipedia works well. People can check each other. People, when you change something, you explain why did you change this, and then other people can understand why did you make this change, and they may agree and they may disagree. Sometimes people disagree, and sometimes they may change it further, or maybe even revert your change if they don't like it for some reason. And that's how things work. So yeah, you can just publish it, and then you will see that it was an empty page that didn't even exist a few minutes ago, and now there is something here. Now you can edit this page. You see at the top of the page there's edit and edit source. You can edit this page and you can change something. Now Sadiq cannot write in Rana Tharu, but somebody who knows Rana Tharu should edit this page and explain what is this language, where is it spoken, how many people speak it, like a few words about the grammar of this language, what books and stories are there in this language, and so on. And that's how it's done. And then you publish, and then it gets better and better and better. That's how things work in the incubator. There are some. So Sadiq has been very good in the last few years with helping people write in the incubator. These are the very basics. There are a few more things to. There are a few more things to explain, but we have already spoken for more than an hour. I think that this should be. I think that this should be enough for a beginning. Like I'm not in a big hurry. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer. But these are the basics. So this is just the beginning of your journey, and I'm really happy to see this group. Yeah, Sadiq, Ramkishan, Umesh, Bibisha, anybody? If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer.
Yeah, basically, I think Sadiq and Amir, thank you very much for this whole session. It's really encouraging for all the community members. So I think we might not have many questions, but then I think the things that we need to create, first thing is that our community people will create their account in the data Wikidata.
Wikidata is a very interesting topic too. You can create accounts there, but so the account in English Wikipedia and Hindi Wikipedia and Nepali Wikipedia and Incubator and Wikidata, it's all the same account. So like you can use the same account in all of those sites. On Translate Wiki, it's a separate account. It can have the same name, but it's a separate account that you have to create separately.
Okay, so we need to have just a kind of a follow-up of action for the community people. One account for the any of the Wikimedia. So it could be Wikidata, Wikipedia, but then one account it's needed, and then one more account for the Wiki translation.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we forward a request to Amir for approval that, okay, these are our community
Yes.
members.
Yes.
So once Amir approves, our community members can work with that account.
Yeah, Wikidata is a whole very interesting and very important topic in itself. We don't like it's very probably like if I understand correctly, Bikram and Sadiq met at a conference recently, and probably Wikidata was discussed at that conference. Wikidata is very cool, very interesting, very useful. Can be very useful for your language, for any language, but specifically for yours. I could speak about Wikidata. It's just a whole big topic that I don't recommend discussing now. I'll be happy to meet some other time and explain about it because it's pretty cool and important and useful. But later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
We'll organize a session so that Amir can explain about the Wikidata.
But I'm happy to do it sometime. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Our colleagues will be happy to have all the inputs from your expertise. So it's just a follow-up. So okay, then we'll start translating the main page. Main important item.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we'll start working in the incubator, writing something. It could be rubbish at the moment, but then we'll start improving. So that's how we'll proceed. And then whenever we encounter any problems, we'll reach out to you.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Okay.
Sadiq, I should mention, maybe Sadiq can say a few more things about this, but so it may be a bit confusing because there are like different organizations and different teams. Like there's the Language Hub, there's the Language Committee, there's the Language Team, there's the Wikimedia Foundation, there's the Wikimedia Chapter, and like all those different, like why do they have different names? It's horribly confusing. Please don't let this be a blocker for you. We all work together like under all kinds of different titles. The organizational structure is a bit strange, but we're here to help you and develop your language. This is the most important thing that you need to know. Specifically the Language Diversity Hub, where Sadiq has been doing a lot of work recently. I think that recently they really improved their practice of helping new languages. So you can definitely turn to them for technical support, and you can turn to me too. You can reach me, you can reach them. So yeah. I am doing things that are more technical. Like if something doesn't like if you just totally are not able to do something in your language for a technical reason because something in the software doesn't work, that's where you should go to me. I can also, like I usually have the relevant knowledge. I can also help you actually using the things. If it already works, but you just don't know how to do it, I can do that too. But Sadiq can also do this. Sadiq and his group, they can do this for more like technical things that require changes in configuration or like fixing bugs in the website or something like that. That's where you should go to me. So I do more technical things, and Sadiq does like more support things. But you can ask both of us about anything.
Yeah. Great, thank you so much. And as Amir shared, so he's also still part of the Language Diversity Steering Committee. We are very privileged to have Amir on this call. The same way as you mentioned, is the same way he started with me. And through Amir, my community has been able to create 5 language versions of Wikipedia. And the Dagbani, which we started actively editing in 2019, now has over 10,000 articles. And we have done almost 11,000, I think 10,400 or something like that. And the other languages has, ones that started last year, already have like 1,000. So I'm just sharing this to motivate you and inspire you to know that you are on the right track. You will get all the support that you need from us. And Amir has done this over and over. This is just for me and my committee alone. Putting the entire committees in Ghana, which has published Wikipedia now, would be like 11 wikis already. There's, aside from these 5 that I mentioned, there's, Ghanaian Pidgin, Fanti, Ewe, Twi. So all these Ghanaian languages went through the support and guidance of Amir. Beyond that, there are other languages in Africa, several countries, Nigeria, Botswana, and all of that. Beyond Africa, Amir still supports different communities from all over the world. And we are very privileged to have him guiding us, at least for the first stage of this project. I hope that we continue to get the support that we need. I know Amir has always been there for us anytime we call on him. He's always willing to help us. So the key things I'm taking out from this meeting is that there's a community, and I would strongly recommend you create like a Telegram. I don't know which one works for you. Most of us use Telegram for Wikimedia project, and I will make sure I add you to the global community, especially the Language Diversity Hub's Telegram channel, where you can learn from what other people are doing, what people are working on, and all of that. So first, I will strongly encourage you to set up like a committee. If it's WhatsApp, I will still be able to support you. Just feel free to add me. And if you want Amir, if he has the capacity, I know he's in so many languages group, and I can imagine how much time he gets to like dedicate to this community. So I will be there, and I'll all the languages, almost all the languages. So you can imagine, like on Telegram, having all these languages that I've mentioned, including those that I didn't even mention in different countries and all of that. So, but all of that, he's able to find his way to support us to the level that we can comfortably contribute on our own. I can't overemphasize this enough, and I cannot thank him enough personally.
Thank you. Thank you. I should also mention. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm always excited, like when I'm talking to Amir, because he has been the pillar. He has been the one who has pushed me to this level, and I'm very grateful always for everything that you have done for me and all these languages. We are highly indebted to you, and we will find a way. I don't know how best we can compensate you. We'll find a way to recognize you more properly, like everything that you have done for us. You have no idea what you have done to us. You mentioned Dagbani like 10 years or let's say 5 years ago. There was nothing about Dagbani. Now I feel very happy and proud when I go to the Wikimedia statistics to check how many people read Wikipedia. Like let's say 2019, it was just an incubator that nobody sees. When it was published in 2020, from 2020 to date, that's like four years. And I think I'm getting a distraction.
Yeah. Now I hear you again.
From 4 years down the line, now I go to Wikipedia and I see an average of 40,000 unique viewers or visitors on the Dagbani Wikipedia. Sometimes we get like 90,000. And when I look at it, surprisingly, most of these users are not even from Northern region or Tamale. They are from US, Europe, and all of that, largely from US and Europe. So it tells us a lot about what we can gain from this community Wikimedia and using Wikipedia as a tool to promote our languages. So we are very grateful that you managed to join this meeting and always reach out to us there. So the first step is create a community that we can regularly communicate. If you need any help, I'll share with you the resources, and I'll make sure you join the relevant channel. There are so many channels on Wikimedia. There are so many projects. Even to talk about Translate Wiki alone, I'm not sure we'll finish the whole day. We'll be able to talk more and more in the incubator the same way. So it's a gradual process, step-by-step process that eventually you'll be able to come out of the incubator and you can celebrate. My task for you, or a challenge I'm throwing to you, is that we are just ending the year 2024. I am hoping that by next year, around this time, we should have the language published. We've done it, I can tell you for a fact, you can do it. We've done it in 9 months, 10 months for Dagari and Pusa. Dagbani was slightly over a year. You can actually do it. So many people have also been in the incubator for years, like 10, almost getting to 10 years, and now they are being published. So it depends on the activities that you do, your community, the enthusiasm, the energy that you bring into the community will be able to support you, and you can always be proud of your language. So if there are any other questions for Amir and myself before, and so sorry for taking more than the required time, and I'm sorry that this happened. Hopefully we will find a way to manage it. And
I think
so
we
I'll
are
give
very grateful for your time, because it's okay. It's good for us because we are the new initiators and we are learners. And thank you for your time. And from the community members, I would like to thank both Amir and Sadiq. You don't know what you have done to us, because it's a very big encouragement for us. And seeing this Rana Tharu even in the incubator and then the Translate Wiki, it gives a boost up for us. And we can see that when I started trying to book it in the Ethnologue with the ISO codes and everything, now I can see it's in Translate Wiki. And now we have a project. We have these committed younger and elder community members. So I hope next year we'll be having some more publications. And thank you, both of you, and thank you to the community members who are really interested in improving the language and documenting the language. So sure, I'm sure and I'm confident that we'll be expanding this group, but then not at the moment, after maybe 6 months. Once we have done something, once we have scratched something, and once we have something to show to other community members so that they are encouraged and they bring in their expertise, and then we expand. And I'm sure we'll be there. And thank you very much. And we'll reach out to you for other these kinds of meetings. First, let me just ask my community members. They need to create their account, and whenever they face problem, we'll reach to you. And thank you very much from the bottom of the heart, from the community members of Rana Tharu. And have a good day, Sadiq. You have a good evening, good night, and then Amir, it's a good. Have a good day, because in the US it's just morning. So have a good day. Wish you a good day. Bye bye, everyone.
Thank you, Amir.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.